Hey guys, Alida here for NERDSHOCK. So today we're continuing our journey through TYRIA. Last time we created our character, Basil, the Wanderer, and we went through the tutorial mission. We took a quick look at the settings of the game and mainly just, your WASD key binding stuff and camera control. Um, you know, Defeating the earth elemental thingy was quite quick and very straightforward. And now when you're in Shaemoor, it's time to kind of calm down and just take a look at everything you're seeing on your screen. So when you've completed a tutorial mission, get a little cutscene, get thrust into the world, and the first thing you do is actually level up. So we're already level 2. Leveling goes pretty fast in the game. Of course, when you're close to 80, like 60, 70, it might be like, oh, I'm so close to 80, it's so slow, and that kind of stuff. But if you are just starting out, don't really worry about leveling because it's very fast, as you will see when we go like deeper into this adventure. So let's take a look at the level 2 rewards first. So you get some +7 primary attributes like power increase, your precision, toughness, and vitality. Pretty good. You can use your hero panel. You have the stat increases like what we mentioned earlier, and your weapon skill number 2 is unlocked. So here too, symbol of faith. Smash a mystic symbol onto the ground that damages foes and regenerates allies. So I have to admit, I don't really like mace. I don't like to use mace on my guardian. But since we just level 2, if you are on a free-to-play account, you can't turn back and run into Divinity's Reach to get different weapons. You can go there when you're level 10, and that kind of forces you to kind of go into the world, get used to the game, your skills, moving around, and overall just getting used to the game. If you are not on a free-to-play account, I'm not sure if you can already go into Divinity's Reach when you've never done that before, but if you have characters and maybe this is your second character, you can, and you already went to Divinity's Reach, you can go there immediately. So new characters or new players are also seeing the cutscene and entering the world. So speak to the scout to reveal new renowned hearts. So let's talk to Watchman Rebecca.
The fields beyond Shaemoor are Kryta's breadbasket. Since the Centaur attack, citizens are trying to rebuild their lives. But it's tough with bandits and dangerous wildlife roaming the area. Don't wait for an invitation. Jump in and help them. This is a waypoint. Waypoints appear on your compass, which is in the lower right corner of your screen. You can also see them on the world map, which you can access by pressing M. Press M again to close the world map. To teleport to a waypoint, open your world map and click on the waypoint to which you want to travel.
Okay, thank you. 12 years ago, I would have said, take a look at M and do 100% map completion. Nowadays, I don't recommend doing that at all. For now, if you want to go through the next story step, or at least, go to Divinity's Reach, we need to be level 10. So that's our aim for today. We're gonna level through Shaemoor, or yeah, and just, kind of find our footing in the game. As you might have noticed, let's press M, I actually, discovered the Trainer's Terrace, and it gave me experience points. So moving around through the world, exploring the map, let's just switch back. And, this is already kind of revealed by the scout. But if you go into this area that's still quite blurry and not open, you'll earn a lot of experience. So you know, don't worry about getting like leveling up, because in this first phase, just kind of, you know, learn the ropes. So let's head out and, you know, see if we can help people out.
Hey! One of those so-called farmers up that hill just hit me in the face.
Poor guy. So, as you can see, Farmer Dia has a heart above her head. You don't actually have to talk to her to kind of try to fill up the heart. You can simply, you know, go into their field and get stuff going. So you can still ask, you know, how can I help? Now, that's what I want to hear. You can tend the corn, keep the cattle occupied, keep the fields clear of worms, maybe stomp a few of their holes, and if bandits try raiding the farm, fend them off. Bandits? If a week goes by where those punks don't try and burn my fields, I count myself lucky. I'm also worried harpies will bust the dam wide open someday and flood me out. Hasn't happened yet though. That's good. Okay, see you around. So sometimes the bandits raid this farm, and that's actually called a dynamic event because it's not always happening. And that actually also helps with filling up the heart.
Patrolling is difficult.
So it's not just, you know,
Things to watch. You're doing it
clean up these worms and stuff. A lot of dynamic events that happen in the same area where you can find such a heart will actually help you fill up the heart. And of course, you know, completing a heart will help you with a map completion. And if you think, you know, I would like to do this heart, what is this? You can totally skip it, it's fine. But for now, since we are focused on leveling up, exploring and doing these events can, you know, give you a lot of cool stuff. So not just XP, but also some items that you can store in your material storage. But we'll look at that a little bit later. So let's just... Okay, we've leveled up and actually got a leather bag. That's nice. Let's just equip it immediately. So we got like an additional leather bag to put stuff in. But also these bandits came. So let's take these guys down. Burning hay bale. Let's throw some water. Yeah. And take these guys down. So I'm currently not stomping worms, I'm stomping bandits.
Refreshing.
And as you can see, it actually helps with filling up the heart, which is great. So sometimes if you're lucky, you can, you know, you don't have to like cuddle with cows, but you can just stomp a lot of bandits and you can fill up the heart that way as well. So the heart is already done, but there are still some bandit waves that we need to defeat. We've defeated 6 out of 10, so still one, like 7 left.
Huh, you're kidding, right? Refreshing.
Oh.
That's how it's done.
Done!
Thank you. My cows thank you. Everyone who eats beef.
And we're actually, you know, we gained another level. So first let's click on the heart. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for your assistance at our wheat fields. Jeb and I really appreciate your help. It is difficult to keep food on the table these days, and your efforts will keep many fed and happy. Thank you again. So we get like 45 coins, copper, and 90 karma. Awesome. Karma is like a currency in game. And let's just take a look at Farmer Dia, because she also opened up as a merchant. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's just also take a look at the level 4 rewards. Like, when we entered this area, we were level 2, and now we're already level 4. I mean, like, what? That's pretty fast. I think, that's quite fast, actually. So, again, our primary attributes have increased. Our weapon skill number 3 has unlocked, yeah. Banking is unlocked as well. And points of interest. Okay. Points of interest are now shown on your map. Find them to gain experience and reveal new map locations. Okay, so, well, it's probably because I already have, of course, a character that is level 80 and has unlocked all this stuff before. That means all the other characters, all my new characters already have access to that as well. But I guess if this is your first character, you can now also check out points of interest. Accept.
I didn't see you there.
And you can get a little preview of the upcoming level rewards. So a new profession skill is unlocked at level 5. You can use fine equipment at level 6. So that's equipment that's of better quality. And at level 10, yes, that's what we want to reach. You'll get a personal story unlocked. And at level 11, you'll get +5 hero points. Okay, well, we still have some way. We still need to gain some levels. So, yeah. Okay, so, Farmer Dia. Any rewards for such a good helper? Thanks. And let's open her shop. A worm tooth, +3 vitality, and a loaf of bread, +20 vitality, +10 experience for kills. You can use that to kind of like get more experience while you slay little enemies, but it also costs karma. So I currently have 11 million karma, so it's not quite, yeah. But if you don't have that much karma, I would just say, save your karma. But we can, try a loaf of bread. It isn't bad that it's not gonna break the bank, right? No. So press I to open your inventory. And let's take a look, because a lot of stuff you get, you can probably delete. Pinched bags of pinched goods, use all, just right click and then use all to unpack those, and then you can send them, deposit all materials to your bank. Some items, well, at least to your material storage, and some items can't be sent to your bank immediately. But yeah, so I'm currently wielding a mace. Like I said, I don't really like a mace. It's a cracked club, actually. And I noticed in my inventory that I have a mace with a higher weapon strength. You can double click the mace to immediately equip it, or press H to go to the hero panel, go to the equipment tab, and then you also have all of this, and then click your cracked club and then switch it with your mace. Yeah. So it kind of depends if you already have access or not, but what I try to do, especially because some people are like, oh, it's great, you can play this like for free, but you get overwhelmed with junk, and I don't have enough material storage, or I don't have enough bank space, I don't have enough bags to carry all this stuff. So what should I do with this? So what I usually do is just go to a merchant. Farmer Dia is unlocked as a merchant because we completed a renowned heart, and kind of like check, go to the sell tab in the vendor menu, and also I press O to check the Black Line Trading Company and the trading post, and then click sell my items. Again, it might not be immediately available for you if you're just starting out, or if you aren't free to play, but it's definitely a great way to kind of keep your inventory pretty clean. So if I sell my crack club via the regular vendor that's standing in front of me, I would only get 1 copper, 1 coin. Like, no, bad price. But if I sell it via the Black Line Trading Company, I get 8. So let's see. Okay, And there still is a listing fee and an exchange fee, which means I need to pay 2 copper. So that will be deducted from the coins. But that would mean like 8 minus 2 is 6, which is still like a lot higher than if I would sell it via the regular vendor. So yeah, sell instantly. And I also have a resilient Trident pistol. 6, 9, let's see. I could still sell it and I would like have a profit of 1 coin. And as you can see, someone would love to buy a Trident pistol for 9 copper, but others are actually selling it for 2 silver 29. You could, sell it at this price or somewhat lower, but we have to, keep in mind it's a level 1 pistol. Like, who's going to buy that? You might not, I mean, we're already level 4. So it might be like something like, oh, well, maybe people are like wanting to buy these or selling like because they want to salvage the item. But, that's something it's at this point in the game, you don't really have to worry about it. So let's just sell it. So there's nothing we can sell via the Black Lion Trading Company anymore, or the trading post. So let's close that. And as you can see, we still have like all these soulbound trophies, which you can sell as junk. So sell junk. This is an encoded order. You can bring it to the Shining Blade officer, so you can maybe hang on to that if you want. We can take a look at that at a later time, but it's not something that is very a quest item for now or something. So let's move on. I usually kind of follow the hearts that are shown by Watchmaster Rebecca and just continue the journey. So if you see, like I have a glider because I have Heart of Thorns, and you can also get a glider later, and I think it was End of Dragons. Unfortunately, I am not able to kind of turn off the glider when I'm jumping, so sometimes you see my character glide instead of doing just a simple jump, but please ignore that. This. And let's try to fill up the heart. So now we're actually helping out Fisher Travis. We haven't really talked to Fisher Travis at all, but we're already, doing activities that help out with, filling up the heart. So before I forget, I actually have auto loot on, and that's an ability you'll unlock with a mastery. But if you don't have an ability unlocked and of course activated yet, don't forget to press F to pick up your loot. Because sometimes you can get some pretty cool items. So let's take a look, because I saw that we have a great sword. As you can see, weapon strength is definitely different than the mace. It's a lot stronger. It actually also gives you +9 precision. So let's equip that great sword, since I don't really like a mace. Again, whoops, double click, yes. And of course, because we have a different weapon, our skills have changed as well. Pretty cool. And if you are kind of curious, you can check out your build in the hero panel. We will we will take a look at this later on as well. But your weapon skills, The weapon skills tab does give a bit of an overview of what the skills are with the different weapons, which is kind of cool because if you are like, what does a hammer do? Like mighty blow sounds pretty cool. Then you kind of can prepare yourself, or at least look into the skills that you might find interesting or might find to be like that could be helpful or something. By simply checking out like the skills in your build tab in your hero panel. So yeah, so now we have a greatsword. Again, we already unlocked the 3 weapon skills. The 4th will be unlocked at level 6. So for now, let's just move on. Our heart is also almost fully completed. Maybe just one more crawfish trap, yes. And we get some coin, again, some karma. We could also unlock, we've unlocked Fisher Travis as a merchant. If you need to kind of dump stuff, you could do that again. And again, he also has some items you can buy for your karma. We don't have any junk to sell, but we could, sell your mace or the egg. For now, I'll just send materials to my material storage. Gonna take another look at the Black Lion Trading Company and see... oh, yes. So my mace is soulbound. I actually got it when we leveled up to level 2. Soulbound means it's bound to this specific character, so we can sell it to other players via the trading company, but we can sell it via the vendor and get like 3 coins. So let's do that. So for now, I'm just gonna continue to play and let my inventory fill up, send stuff to my material storage, and see if we'll find another merchant. For now, it's not necessary to do that all the time, but sometimes when you have an inventory that's full, you do want to keep an eye on that. Oh wait, he already died. Okay, let's move on. So we are now helping Foreman Flannum. Wait just a minute. Where is she running off to? What's happening? Oh dear. Oh, yes. Again, at this, here you also have dynamic events. For now, there's this older earth elemental, looks quite big, but sometimes the dam gets like attacked by harpies, and that's also a dynamic event that can pop up. Let's for now, focus on this earth elemental, take it down. We get like additional experience, karma, coin, and of course also a bit to fill up the heart.
I'm so good it hurts.
And we've leveled up again. So level 5 rewards. New profession skill unlocked. Again, our primary attributes, and rally unlocked. So rally, what happens is that when you get downed, you don't die immediately. You actually get a bit like you're laying down on the ground and you're like, I'm almost dying, I'm hanging in there. Other players can res you, can heal you so you can fight again. Or if you manage to fight, like defeat an enemy while you're laying on the ground, almost dying, you'll rally and get back into the game, or well, the game, and into action. So that's what rallying means. We can, maybe, let's show it. Can I show it? Yes, hit me. Do I want to do this? Oh, it's taking a long time, right? Okay, hit me. Oof. Out. I hope it works, I hope, well, if I die, then we'll already know what that looks like.
Can't breathe.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh my. So yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my, no, no, no. Okay, let's do this. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna burn him. Let's go. Wow, and that's a rally. Yay. Oh no. So because I've been downed, I do get like a downed penalty. For each point of down penalty, you'll start with less health the next time you go down. And usually what happens is you have to kind of like move forward, kill some other enemies, and your down penalty, oh, it's gone already. But that kind of sucks, right? So sometimes when you are in this pretty hectic fight and you go down and down and then you're up again, it's almost this losing battle because you've got so many down penalty on you that it's almost not doable anymore. Oh, that's really rough. But for now, Shaemoor is rather safe, But yeah, I still wanted to show you guys what rallying looks like. It probably won't happen much while we're playing in the starter area, but yeah.
I think we've got another leak over on the east side.
Must be a slow day.
Okay, almost done. So now we're on our way to see if we can discover the vista by viewing it. Right. So if you don't have a glider, I would not recommend you to jump off this because probably you'll jump towards your death and no, you probably won't be able to rally. So just take, a somewhat safer path down. And now it says in our top right corner, learn how to dodge. Yeah, that's actually a very handy skill, but for now, we're not at a level 10 yet. So let's try to assist Farmer Edda with her orc herd. Okay. Hello. Again, you don't have to talk to her to pick up the so-called quest. You can just go into the area and...
Late and it's bruised.
I hate devils, but I don't mind the
One more thing for my list of accomplishments.
Oh, cool. So there is, again, a dynamic event going on. So we can kind of get, like, the double rewards for this by doing the dynamic event and filling up the heart at the same time. This is actually quite a nice event chain. So first there are spiders, and if we get all the spiders, if we've managed to clean them up, we actually get another bigger spider we can take down. So you can see there are a lot. Oh, I just got a party request. I'm going to. I just declined it, but that can happen. You know, it's an MMO. But you know, for now, we're just going to go on our own kind of solo-ish way to do stuff. So let's take a look around. So because there are more players here, and now there should be here. Yes, a huge spider. Okay, nice. Did we actually level up twice now? So I didn't take a look at this at all these rewards. So okay, we're level 6. We can select our reward. So again, the primary attributes go up. We can use fine equipment, offhand weapon slot unlocked. So a greatsword is a two-handed weapon, so we'll just get access to or fourth skill, in this case symbol of resolution. But if you have like a one-handed weapon and you like a mace, you have that in your main hand, you can now also use a secondary weapon in your offhand. Let's take a look at the greatsword. Well, it's definitely better than the one we have, and I like to stick with the greatsword, so we're gonna accept that one. And yeah, like we actually leveled up again. Well, so down skill 2 is unlocked. So if you're downed, last time at the dam, we only could use like one skill, but now we have a second skill we can use. We'll try to not kind of get downed. But you know, maybe you'll see it when we're somewhere later. Okay, Vista's unlocked. While we already watched the Vista at the dam. And oh, you can now also use the Black Lion Trading Company, which we already did, but yeah. Upcoming level rewards. At level 10, we will be able to unlock the Raptor mount, which is pretty cool. You know, you used to have only like Path of Fire to actually get the Raptor mount, but it now unlocks at level 10. If you are on a free-to-play account, you can also get your mount unlocked at level 10, but you'll have like a trial version, and you can use it for a limited amount of time. And if you upgrade your game by buying an expansion, you can keep your Raptor, which is great. So, yeah. Also, a weapon swapping is unlocked at level 10, which is quite handy. And of course, we can go and enjoy the personal story at level 10 and those 5 hero points at a level 11. So let's click the heart for our final reward, and again, copper and karma. And also, Edda is open as a merchant. So let's deposit all materials. I see that we have a lot of stuff. Like this one is even better than the sword I had. Like, and this one, precision. Yeah, I've double clicked it so I can equip it. Yeah. So let's continue on our way to level 10 or maybe even 11 so we can take a look at those hero points. Well, dodge to avoid danger by pressing the V key or by double tapping a movement key. While dodging, you're temporarily invulnerable. The yellow endurance bar above your health drains with each dodge, but it will recover over time. And dodging is very handy. You can dodge to, evade attacks and stuff, such as these spikes or attacks from enemies, of course. So let's open up the chest and open our inventory and see what we were given. Mighty Worn chain grease. So I'm currently wearing tarnished chain grease, and I can definitely use an upgrade. So let's double click. And then dodge out of here. So I dodged forward, but you can also dodge backwards. And let's, look at the stamina bar. I'll wait until it's fully full, so we can, also show off how we can dodge to the sides. So to the side and to the other side. But very smart players know that you can also jump. So you don't always have to dodge. You can also jump out of the way, and that doesn't cost any stamina. So sometimes when you are in a battle, sometimes jumping can be a little more handy. It doesn't, you don't waste your stamina for that, and it still has the same effect. You evade an attack. So it kind of, depends on the situation. But jumping out of the way is also, just possible. And of course, jumping you can do so by hitting the space bar on your keyboard. Okay, so we're actually moving forward in the map, and we're helping Cassie out around the Moa Ranch. You can look for lost Moas, and again, get some bandits out of the way. Which reminds me, we still have a little bit of bread, right? Oh, did we already eat the bread? Okay. Okay, let's check out the suspicious bush. Okay. Hello. And as you can see, just by discovering these caverns, we actually get a little bit of XP again. Hello.
That's how it's done.
Are there still any enemies around, or not really? So let's grab those stolen feet. So the bandits will pop up. Great. So the bar is already almost full, which is great.
Strong.
And another level up, which is, it's been quite some time since I leveled up from like 0 to 80. But this is, it's so fast. It's crazy. Well, it's so now I've been given some underwater gear. Let's go to the equipment panel, hero panel, and check out our equipment. It's the metal aqua breather. It gives you 10 defense underwater, and also a spear, which we can use if we're fighting underwater. Oh, also, of course, spears are pretty cool. That you can use them on land if you have Gentile wells. It's the latest expansion. But in this case, I'll be using the spear underwater. Let's see. Let's move on. Like I can't believe I'm already level 8. Usually, before, like a long time ago, I would be like around level 5-ish, around here. So that's good that we're leveling a little bit faster than it used to be back in the day. Oh, maybe we can sell
Surrender. I
some
surrender.
stuff. Sell junk. Open up the inventory. Sell my items. No, that one is weaker. Weaker. I could use a sword as a guardian, by the way, but it's okay. So I took a look at those bags. I will send some materials to my material storage, and now I'm gonna sell stuff again. A vital iron grade sword, 51. Yes, that's a lot better. Same goes for the great sword. A mighty iron dagger. Also the Crichton sword and the precise. Yes. So a large chunk we could sell via the Black Lion Trading Company. The tarnished chain greaves are of course soulbound, so we'll get them via the vendor. And these are the stolen sacks of feed. You could, return these to Cassie. If you would return it, it would help with, filling up the heart. But since we already completed the heart, you can just right-click and destroy. And while we were busy here, the bandit lieutenant respawned. So let's just get him out of the way. Ooh, and kind of the music kicks in, which means my health was getting lower. So that's like when you're almost dying, suddenly the music becomes a whole lot like scary. So mighty studded gloves, we can use that because that's medium armor. A longbow, core guardians can only use them if you have like the weapon speciality stuff, which comes with Secrets of the Obscure. So for now I'm going to ignore that. But another cool thing, we got a purple leather bag, so that we get a little extra storage space. Of course we can now go back and to the merchant to see if we can sell this, but for now let's just move on with the story. We have a lot of inventory space now. Our inventory is rather clean, so we don't really have to sell it immediately. Let's just move on, because we're already level 8. Okay, we're not level 10 yet, but we're very close, so let's just move on. And let's check out that vista. So in the distance you can already again see the garrison from also the tutorial opening mission, where we had to fight the centaurs and the earth elemental with Logan. Okay, pretty cool. So for now, our main aim is to reach level 10. I think we'll push to level 11 so that we can also take a look at all those hero point stuff. You can ignore my achievement list for now. But what if you're like, okay, well, what am I doing? I'm on level 10, what should I be doing? Well, if we reach level 10, I'll be taking you into the personal story and, follow Sir Basil's story. But if you ever feel a little lost, you can press H and then let's see, achievements. So for now, in your hero panel with the achievements, you can all see a summary of what you've recently completed. So we've been viewing vistas, using a mechanics of a profession mechanic skill and applied a condition and that kind of stuff. It also shows stuff that's nearly completed. So over the years, when you play your characters and your account gets older, your account also gets account bonuses, and you can find them here as well with some unlocked rewards, which you can see here. And there's a lot of achievements, and what you can do, especially in the start, you can focus. For me, I'm a story enjoyer, so I'll just focus on doing story content, and especially when you're leveling, getting to the level, so I could continue with a story chapter. But the character adventure guide also kind of gives you a bit of a reviving allies, or using healing skills, or using a waypoint, and you actually get some XP with completing these adventure guides, and it's quite helpful if you feeling a little lost. You can always check out your character adventure guide. You don't have to actively do it oh, this is a list, I need to do it and check everything off, and oh, I need to do 100% map completion. No, you don't have to do that. Just play what you think is fun to do, and don't make it a grind. I think that's the most important thing. So while we were taking a look at the achievement panel quickly, a dynamic event started. So these guys are again, these bandits. What is the Seraph doing? Are they actually taking care of these bandits, or so the bandits are trying to poison the pumping station. It provides all the drinking water to, I think, Lion's Arch, and well, at least to the surrounding area. And our goal is to, of course, prevent that to happen. It is very much possible that this event fails, maybe because you the time is ticking and you actually didn't get there in time, and nobody else was defending the pumping station, and you actually fail this event and the drink water is undrinkable. Then another event actually happens where you need to help out with cleaning up the water of the pumping station and actually help someone to get all the poison out. So that's kind of fun with these dynamic events, that they do have some follow-up chain event, or a chain event is when multiple events happen, to say in an order, but sometimes an event fails, and then it doesn't really mean that you can't fix it. It's dynamic. So yeah, no worries about that. But for now, I think we're doing pretty well. I'm not seeing any more bandits. So there's a player kind of cleaning bandits up in that spot. I feel like I'm just running around. Hello? Ah, yes. Okay, done. Nice. So we're here. At least 3 players. 4th was running towards us. It's actually, well, pretty good. Wow, it's quite uneventful. Oh, yes, let's burn him. Oh, it didn't happen? Was he too far away?
Poison in already. What's taking so damn long?
Well, So of course this is my main account where I'm currently playing on, and I've already unlocked all the mounts. You're seeing this guy running around on his raptor, another player running around on a raptor. But I'll try, at least in this playthrough, to just stick with the raptor mount when it's, you know, unlocked normally at level 10, and then, you know, try to do as much stuff as, like, not flying everywhere on my sky skill or something, because if you're starting out the game, you don't have a sky skill yet. Okay, so 30 seconds to go. So it's actually, there's not a lot of bandits trying to get this stuff going, right? Oh, cool. That's a war claw. Is that a bandit? 4, 3, 2, 1. Done! So, yeah. Oh, is there another bandit coming up? Oh! Yeah, that's sometimes a bit... Especially at the end of an event, like a dynamic event, and all these enemies come around, sometimes they despawn, and you're like, no, just let me get a kill in. But then, you know, they disappear. So we're gonna move towards the garrison and see if we can help out people over there. There's another scout, so we can also, you know, talk to the scout. And we're still level 8, but we're close to level 10. So, yeah, I think I can show it now. So when we started in the like the tutorial mission, we kind of started over like close to the waypoint. Well, then we had to go, of course, to like the inn, and we had to follow the road to the garrison. But now I'm going to show you, if you go through the field next time we're doing the tutorial mission, or, well, you can go through the field and then actually go this route. Go down to the river. And there aren't any enemies when in the tutorial mission, of course. You can just go straight forward. Oh, here. Okay, so let's... And then equip this one. And then you'll come here. Yeah, sometimes that happens, you know, players that have like a sky skill and are quite powerful are also maybe on a fresh character like I am now, and they use their mounts to kind of quickly go through the map, destroy everything so they can, you know, complete or finish the heart. Don't get discouraged because of that, because I know it can be a bit like, okay, this guy's just burning everything and I'm just trying to do something here. But yeah, don't get discouraged. If all goes well, you know, a person, a high level player like that just usually goes through an area pretty fast and then is ready and is gone. If you do notice, you know, I think in all this time, I think I had just one guy at the starting area who was really kind of like killing all the worms so that other players weren't able to kill those. And I think, you know, in all the 12 years that I'm playing this game, that happened once. So yeah, maybe I got lucky, you know, but, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where maybe a high-level player or other players are kind of making it possible for you to complete like a renowned heart, just come back at a later time. So we actually, I think I clicked it way too fast because I was talking, but we actually got to level 9, which is great, and we got our gathering tools. These are super awesome because not only are you able to gather like wood and plants and ore, you can send them away to your material storage, and with that you can create your craft items, but you can also, you know, just collect those materials. And sometimes if you are like, I need a little bit of gold, you can sell off a bit of your, you know, of the materials you have collected. And collecting materials also gives you experience. So you start out with copper harvesting sickles. Let's just go to level, like the equipment panel. You can see them here, and you can, you know, gather blueberries, button mushrooms, onions, carrots, herbs, seedlings, potatoes, lettuce. And when you get to a higher level of an area that's higher level, you will need a higher level harvesting sickles, because these are like the basic of the basic. They're a white color, and they're just super basic. So let's unpack these bag of pinched good as well, and then send them off like this. We already checked the vista. I didn't actually take a good look at the leveling screen, I'm sorry, but yeah, we're now level 9 and we're on our way. So this is actually the spot where we fought the Earth Elemental. As you can see, there's a hero challenge. Sometimes when a hero challenge, you need to fight an enemy, and now you can just channel or commune. You will probably unlock this possibility when you're at level 11, but let's just already do this. Here, residual energy lingers here. The site will forever be marred by the magic that Mortnir's shaman used to summon the great Earth Elemental that nearly killed Captain Thackeray. So, commune with this place of power. Okay, so let's go around here and get rid of some Tymini archers, destroy the supply carts, and fill up the heart. Pull them. This. Okay, let's get this supply cart destroyed. So these are like multiple enemies. So sometimes it's kind of crowded, as you can see here, and I personally prefer, especially at this stage of the game, where you are focusing on leveling up, to actually kill enemies and do everything that gives you XP. And that's actually, you know, slaying the centaurs or healing fallen Sarah soldiers. But sometimes, of course, that's not really possible because everyone is killing the centaurs and you're like, okay. So what you can do is, for example, look for the lost trinkets to fill up the heart. But for now, fortunately, you know, we can heal people. Also, it might be good to know that in Guild Wars 2 there's no real like kill stealing. if someone is killing an enemy and you're just there as well, you're not in the same party, but you're also taking down a certain foe, you'll both get rewarded for that. It kind of depends, of course, when it's, for example, a pretty tough boss like a champion, and you'll just, you know, enter the scene at the very last percentages of its health bar, and then it's definitely possible that you're not getting any rewards. So that's something to keep in mind. But overall, it's not that if someone gets like the killing blow in, that person gets all the great loot. And that also counts for when you are gathering materials. For example, so there's a copper ore node. Let's just first get rid of the enemies here in the area. And this copper ore node can also be gathered from by other players, so it doesn't disappear. It disappears from me, but if there is a different player, or even just you know, someone in your own party, they can also gather from that same node. So that's really cool. I remember playing Elder Scrolls Online, and I think it was a long time ago, so I'm not sure if they changed that, but well, I was kind of squabbling with another player, like, hey, who's gonna, you know, pick up the ore? Of course, a third player came round and picked up the stuff, and we were left empty-handed. So that was kind of like, that's not how it goes in Guild Wars 2. So that, yeah, that was sad, but fortunately, that's not something that can happen here in Guild Wars. So in this case, this is also a hero challenge, but we have to kill, at least defeat him. Let's see.
You bewitched me, you evil magpie! You're not a dragon!
Yes. So it's kind of insane that we're already level 9. As I mentioned before, I leveled up a character a very long time ago. You know, if you are further along in the game, you can get a lot of like tomes where you can level up your character with a level, or you get birthday presents that sometimes, you know, you can get to level 20, 50, 60, that kind of stuff. So, but actually, you know, going from 0 to 80 is kind of, I think it's a fun challenge to kind of experience that again without the help of boosters or stuff. Of course, you know, when you are an experienced MMO player, I can definitely understand if you would like to boost your way, you know, use the booster you get with buying
That's how it's done.
an expansion. But that is not what we're going to do. So again, we're level 10. Oh, before I click it away. So the upcoming level rewards us +5 hero points at level 11. We get crafting at level 12 and masterwork equipment 14, and the second personal story chapter at level 20. So our first story chapter is now unlocked at level 10. But I actually really want to take a look at the hero points at level 11. So we're just going to push through a little more, and then in the next video we'll tackle the personal story. For now, I'm actually going to help these repair workers. This is also a dynamic event. In the distance you can see a very empty little hill. There used to be a watchtower. It gets attacked by centaurs. Again, if you fail, the watchtower gets destroyed, and these poor guys need to go and rebuild it. And of course, if you do manage to...
Help! Centaurs!
Okay, Okay, don't worry.
Cover me!
I should have actually I should have gotten a bit of better gear, but you know, the dynamic event happened, so I wanted to join this. Sometimes it's finding, you know, the right balance. Are you gonna do the dynamic event, or are you going to do something else? Fortunately, you know, the Guild Wars 2 wiki has an page where you can find the most important events, because they are on a certain timer. So if you are rather busy and you want to defeat a certain enemy or do a certain event, especially for now, for example, world bosses, they are on a certain timer, and then you can kind of prepare yourself when it's the most opportune time to join.
Don't let them get to me.
Come on. If we're ever gonna raise
So
that tower again, the
by
building's
guarding
gonna be
these
raining.
workers and kind of cleaning up the road, we already, you know, helped out with the trading post and do the heart. Let's get a herb seedling, 35 XP. So let's fold this in and oh, okay.
We need to hold this position.
Okay, hold the position.
Nobody's getting trampled today.
Must build faster. They will land through guidance.
So let's take a look around. Okay, are others
How long?
heading this way? Oh, just missed it. Okay. So we're almost close to level 11. Just a little bit more. So, okay, actually, so I'm gonna switch over because at level 10, of course, we got our raptor. So now we can go a little bit faster and also make a little jump. So here's also a dynamic event going on. Let's use the tail spin. Can we run this guy? Yeah. Cool. Oh, cool. So we're level 11. So let's just clean this up here and then take a look at level, like the level rewards of level 11.
That feels good.
So I used to be like around level 8 or something when I was just when I used to level up new characters in this area. And it's pretty awesome that leveling goes so fast actually.
Refreshing.
Let's celebrate with some beef brisket.
Okay, going to unlock that waypoint over there and then so there are a lot of trees I could, you know, harvest from, but we're going to run back to the trading post and then we'll take a look. We'll grab some new gear because we're now level 10 and I don't have other. I think I still have a lot of armor pieces that are lower level, so it might be a good idea to kind of maybe get that in line. Okay. So here at the trading post, you can, you know, here you have a weaponsmith, a merchant, Bolin the armor smith, also a reinforced armor, and of course a trading post. So I'm not gonna buy stuff from the trading post just yet because leveling goes really fast and it would be kind of a waste to get somewhat more expensive stuff via the trading post at this point. So I'm going to sell my junk, and then open my inventory and take another look at the stuff. Open the bags, send stuff to my material storage, open the trading post, and then we'll take another look at stuff we can use. Okay, the Shaemoor leggings are definitely higher. So first I'm gonna just equip stuff that is a higher level, and then I'm going to check with the armor and the arms dealer and the weaponsmith to see if there are if he has better stuff. So I can sell the studded gloves because these are medium armor, and I might check, you know, where I can get the better price for these items. Let's see. This one isn't shown, no. Okay. And yeah, this guy.
What do you need?
So with level 10 also comes weapon swapping, which is really great actually. So let's pull up these screens again. So not just, you know, we have the great sword, but we can now also have a second weapon set. So you might have seen me kind of run around or run after enemies, and that sucks when you have a melee weapon. Of course, I have a jump at 3, so leap at your foe, but you know, sometimes that's not, you know, handy. I can, throw blades at my foes and then pull them towards me and then throw down the symbol of resolution and then spin round with my whirling wrath and then finish them off with my strike. But sometimes enemies are just a little bit too far away. So I prefer to have a second weapon set that gives me the opportunity to kind of reach enemies that are more in motion without me having to run after them. Of course, there are skills that you can, knock down an enemy. For example, we might be able to do that with my utility skill, but it's nice to have a weapon that it's more close range, more melee, and a weapon that can go into the distance. So that's something that I'm going to look at now. I currently don't have any second weapons that are cool. I sold it a bunch, but what I'm actually looking for is I prefer a scepter and a focus. So I'm going to put the scepter here
Wake up, you motherless Ettins.
and
It's time
a
to go.
focus.
Everything's tied up. and
I'm
ready
not
to
going
go.
to escort the pack pool today. So a dynamic event, escort a trading post caravan to Claypool, just popped up, but for now we're just gonna take a quick, we're just gonna hang out here. Good luck, guys. Okay, so then it's like, yeah, okay, why do you like the scepter and focus? If we go back to the build tab and check the weapon skills, you can see that, go down. It has like range 900, so it's it's not as like the range of a staff is like 1200. It's much further away. You can hit enemies that are much further away, but it definitely gives you the opportunity to hit enemies that are further away than you are. Like my greatsword has a range of 130. So the scepter gives me a wider range, and I also can immobilize enemies with change of light, and then strike them with the symbol of punishment. In my offhand, I actually have a focus. So infuse your foe with the light of judgment. It has a range of 1200. So if it's an enemy that's kind of far away, I can still kind of strike them down with a ray of judgment. And if enemies get close to me and I'm like, okay, I'm getting slightly overwhelmed, I can, use the Shield of Wrath. Create a shield to block the next 3 attacks. If the shield is not destroyed, it explodes and damages nearby foes. And then, enemies are coming towards me and I'm like, oh no, I'm overwhelmed with my scepter. I use my Shield of Wrath and then switch to my greatsword and then go, whirling wrath on them, kind of. So it might sound a bit like, what is she talking about? But you'll probably see me doing these actions a lot of times while we go through the world with Basil. So I've picked up some very basic weapons. You might have noticed that there is a color difference here. So these are like the basic weapons. They're just white. And then you will get the blue ones, the fine. And then better ones like Masterwork is green. I have some here. And then you'll get rare. Those are yellow. And then actually you want more exotic. Those are orange. And then you have Ascended. Those are pinkish. And then you get legendary. And those are like purple. But sometimes, sometimes like blue ones are better than green ones. It all kind of depends on the level you are at. So overall, if you see a color, those are usually better than just the white ones. But always kind of keep an eye on your weapons and your armor pieces. The thing is, now that we're leveling so fast and you go through the world quite easily, you're like, oh, hey, things are going really fast. It's very easy to forget your gear. And then at a certain point, you'll be, well, like now we're level 11 and I still have like gear. That's when I created my character. And level 6, this is also a gear that I like used in the character creation. I got it from there. Same goes as my pauldrons. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. You don't have to, go to the Black Line Trading Company or the trading post to kind of splurge and buy a lot of good low-level gear, but always be sure to keep an eye on your gear. So we're level 10 or level 11, and let's see. So I can definitely upgrade my chest piece. I don't have to upgrade my leggings, my footgear. I don't have to upgrade my gauntlets. As you can see, I currently wear fine quality, and that's just way better than what this person is selling. Oh wait, I have to. It's showing me level 5 armor. No. Okay, let's do this again. Chain, leggings, footgear, helmet. Yeah. Okay, so this one I need the level 10 stuff. Double click to change that. I also have a helmet now. And yeah, that looks good. You might think, if you want to see, you can kind of hide pauldrons or your shoulder piece. You can even hide your gloves, your gauntlets, and you can also hide your helmet. So let's hide the helmet for now. And of course, it's time to sell all the additional stuff that we have. Even though I made a mistake by buying level 5 stuff, I can sell it for a decent price via the trading post. So that's good. And then sell this one as well. This one is soul bound. Yeah, so we set it for copper. Okay, so we have our gear pretty set up. We got a second weapon set. We kind of looked at our gear and upgraded it all to at least level 10. And also, yeah, just let's grab some level 10 weapons and go for. So I actually prefer a trident over a spear, but let's put it there. Okay. So now, like level 10 story content, I will save that for the next video, but I still want to take a look at the level 11 stuff, because you might see like an empty box here at our number 7 skill. And that's because we finally unlocked our hero point stuff. Training. So we can get your utility stuff at the right hand here, and left are your weapon skills. So now we can take a look at what we want to fill up this little box. So the next one is at level 15 and the other at 19, and our elite skill will unlock at level 31. And also the specializations, those will start at 21. So that's something, yeah, we don't have to look at right now. So which skills we can use, like a spirit weapon training, signet training, meditation training, consecration training, and shout training. We currently have 7 unspent hero points. So I kind of love signets. So currently my healing skill is shelter. Casting time is 1 second 1/4 or something, and 30 seconds of recharge. I heal 120 health points, and my block duration is 2 seconds. You might think, well, yeah, pretty good. But if I've spent 2 points, I can get the Signet of Resolve. I kind of like signets because signets have a passive and an active skill. And the passive skill is what always kind of happens without pressing the skill or activating the skill. So if I'm not touching the skill, it will remove a condition from yourself every few seconds. And let me tell you, conditions can be a serious pain in the bum. So that's a plus. That does, but I mean, you know, like Shelter doesn't have that. And if I activate the skill, it will heal myself and remove conditions. So that's kind of cool. It doesn't just heal myself, but it also removes active conditions. So when I compare it with what I have now, I have like healing 120 and block, and recharge time is 30 seconds, and recharge time is 25, and it also has a way quicker casting time. So of course I want to go replace my Shelter skill with the Signet of Resolve. Then, you know, I definitely want to move, like unlock Bane Signet for the Defiance break of 300. You have also improved power, but doing so, it will, to reach that, I need 9. That's kind of far. But it's definitely worth, you know, striving for next time. Because I still want to fill up this skill box. So I could go, for example, for the Sword of Justice. That gives me an additional like attack thingy, a Sword of Justice to appear beside your enemy and attack nearby foes. That's pretty awesome. And
what brings you here?
I can also maybe take a look at so I think I'll go for a shout skill. It's called Advance. Grant Aegis and swiftness to up to 5 nearby allies. So this is the thing about playing alone together. Even though I've embarked on this journey on my own, I'm someone that usually goes alone through Guild Wars 2, but it doesn't mean I don't like to play with other players, because or else I wouldn't have played like an MMO. So sometimes with picking up skills, you can think of like, oh, how does this help me? But how does this help other players as well? So I like Advance because it not only just helps me, but it also helps other players. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to train this skill and train for 4 hero points. I don't have to deplete all these points just as one. I'm going to continue to save these up. You can do that by leveling up and doing those hero challenges in the map. So let's equip it. And now we're actually ready to head back to Divinity's Reach and start our personal story.